Hey guys, welcome to my new video. And today we are in a beautiful place. We are in the Lobau. It's a natural reservoir in Austria. And I'm gonna show you around. And not only this, I'm also gonna talk about a topic that is really dear to me and near to my heart. And the topic I'm gonna talk about are emotions, right? And I see a lot of people suffer because of bad emotions, and they suffer unnecessary, in my opinion. And in this video, I want to talk about how exactly do emotions work, how our nervous system works, how our mind, body, and energetically emotional body are related together. And the most important thing is like how we can deal with unpleasant emotions the best, and why is it really important to know how to process emotions and what negative consequences you will have if you don't do this properly. So I'm looking forward to our journey, and let's go. So let's start with the basics. How do emotions work, right? And it's pretty scientific and also pretty simple. So when your brain gets a stimulus, let's say, I don't know, a lion is coming here, then your brain, of course, produces certain chemicals, like stress chemicals like cortisol and adrenaline, right? And you get a lot of stress and bad emotions for good reason, to warn you if something is coming. When something is rewarding, like, I don't know, you see a beautiful woman, or you're going out and having a lot of fun, your body produces serotonin, oxytocin, those kind, and you feel really good. And since our brain is built on emotions, right, is the reptilian brain that is in the core of our brain, it's basically the main driver for our lives, right? And now, how do our thoughts and body and emotional body work together, right? We as humans, we are really special creatures, because we can literally influence the emotions that we feel through our thoughts. And vice versa, our emotions dictate what we think. If you feel stressed, if you feel fearful, you have fearful and anxious thoughts. If you feel really loving and really good, you will have loving thoughts, right? And in our body, we can kind of have an emotional body, right? You can think of our vagus nerve also, which goes through our body, where most of the emotions are stored. And when we have a stress response or a negative emotion, it gets triggered in our emotional body. We can feel, okay, where do I feel it, right? If your heart is broken, you feel it in your heart. If you're nervous, you feel it in your belly. So literally, where is the emotion coming from? It gives you a clear signal. And every emotion has a clear message for us, right? It wants to tell us something specifically. So why now do we feel bad, right? We feel bad because our body and our brain wants to give us a certain message. For example, if you are going in a dark forest, you will feel fear and anxiety, because our brain wants to give us the message, it could be potentially dangerous here, right? Now, during our life, we often feel stressed and anxious and sad for whatever reason. And these emotions get stored in our body, in our nervous system. They're literally like stored. You can imagine like heavy, dense energy in your body is stored. And of course, that is why you also feel sad and anxious, some people, even if there's no imminent danger. And this is why most people suffer also. I will go now in the next section into the cycle of emotions, how it all works together, and how you can get free of those stored negative emotions. Okay, so a negative emotion comes up, right? Our body has this natural emotion that he's feeling. And in normal circumstances and how our body is made, we have a natural system that deals with emotions. Our nervous system goes into stress reactions or bad emotions, and then when everything calms down, we can process the emotions, our system calms down, and we can deal with the emotions normally. But what is the problem here in our society and also with all the distractions that we're having, right? And with our thinking mind. We feel an unpleasant sensation or emotion and we want to avoid it. We don't want to feel bad, we don't want to feel sad. So we just distract ourselves, right? We go on our phone, we watch a YouTube video, or we take drugs or other patterns of avoidance. And over time, the negative emotions, they keep building up, they get stored in your nervous system, right? You all know that. After you cry or do sports, right, you feel better because all the stress, cortisol, all the negative emotions, they can leave your emotional body, they can leave your body, and you just feel calm and relaxed. And also here, which really lies to my heart, is the social norms that we're hearing always, right? It's like, you can't cry as a man, you need to be strong, you can't feel sad. And we really get shamed since we are growing up, we get shamed for feeling sad, for feeling lonely, and just feeling bad emotions. And honestly, it's not so hard not to cry, right? Everyone can suppress their emotions. It takes more courage to just let it out sometimes. And if you feel those negative emotions and you don't feel them, right? It's a normal cycle of your body. Like we're here, this tree loses his leaves, and in the summer they come again. And it's the same with your emotions. You feel bad, you feel it, and then it can get released and you feel good again. And it just cycles through like that. What happens if we avoid the negative emotions though? As I said, they get stored, and this leads to depressions, this leads to sickness, this leads to you not being able to feel love and joy and happiness. Because it's not like you don't feel the anger, but you feel the love. You need to feel all emotions. And this is really when your life starts to shift and you come to life again. And in the next section of this video, now we're gonna see for another nice locations. I'm gonna tell you specifically the exercises, the action steps that you can take to feel lighter, to feel better, and to get through the emotions the easiest and best way. Okay, so how do we process our emotion the best way? And first, that's really important, you don't have to judge your emotions, right? Don't label them as, this is a bad emotion, this is a good emotion. Because every emotion wants to be understood and wants to be felt. And if you're able to make a space of love and of acceptance for your emotions, if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling sad or lonely, then the emotions can really be felt and can also leave your body, and you will feel a relief, right? Now, there are many ways that you can clear your emotional body. For example, what I recommend is you put your hand on your heart, right? And if you feel bad or have an emotion, you can do this right now. And just close your eyes and breathe through your hand into your heart. And out again. In again. And out again. And now, really relax into your body and really enjoy the moment and feel your heart, right? And then relax and feel the emotion. And just stay with the emotion. Don't judge it. Don't try to change it. Just stay with it. And after a while, the emotion will just go. And you will feel lighter and more at ease. Right? And it's also important not to distract yourself if you feel bad. Of course, there are times where if you do the work, you can also just like, be more distracting, like do something fun or just do something that you enjoy, watch a movie that you like, right? Especially in hard times. That's okay. But don't go to that always and don't be that your number one response. What's of course really good is meditation. And just before you go to sleep, don't try to use technology, don't go into YouTube. Just breathe, relax, and feel your body. And that way, your nervous system can come down, it can relax, it can be at ease. And you can really feel lighter, you can feel better. And you will see after a while, you will start to feel more happier, you will feel more lighter, more at ease, more joyful, right? So, yeah, that's what you can do now. And if you want to get more in the loop and really go deeper in these things like how your emotional body is related with your childhood traumas, how your negative beliefs are influencing your life badly, you can sign up to my group, and I will post a lot of content on my channels, on my Facebook group for free, where you have free advice on how to, just be happier and more loving and lighter. And also, if you're interested in doing sessions with me where we talk about it, where I basically guide you through the healing process and we can discover what's holding you back, then you can also reach out to me. If you have any questions, you can do that as well. And my brother, much love from Raffaello from Austria, and we see us on the next video.